Hey guys, Randy Wilson here, and I was going to take you guys through some drills that we did at camp. I'm going to start with throwing, and then we're going to talk about blocking, then we're going to talk about your stance and framing a little bit. First with throwing, I like all of my catchers to warm up with dry throws. It's a good way to work on your mechanics, faking a throw, and it's going to strengthen a little bit of the little muscles in your arm that we use to throw, so it's a little bit of arm care as well. All we're going to do is we're going to start, and I talked to them about squeezing their shoulder blades together. I have a lot of catchers that will do this, or this, or this. Biomechanically, we're going to look very similar on either side, and we want to separate at our midline. So I talk about going thumbs down, squeezing those shoulder blades, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to start with my lower half. I'm going to start with my hips, now my front side, now my back side, and I'll come through and snap. Okay, so forwards, we're looking here. Everything's working straight over the top. And all we're going to do is we're going to do 6 to 10 of these, nice and smooth, working on feeling mechanics. After that, you're going to switch, put your glove in your right hand. So I've got my pointer finger in between so I can hold. And now I'm going to be separating out with the ball and using. This is going to be a little bit heavier, a little bit harder. Don't let them start to push and straighten around. We're still trying to lead with that front side and those hips and snap through. The third one, if they're strong enough, if they're not, that's fine. Don't do the third one, but if they're strong enough, put the ball in your glove, and now we're doing the exact same thing. And again, we're working on strengthening our little muscles in our shoulders, and we're working on our mechanics. The second one that we're going to do is a T drill. And you can get creative with this with whatever you have. You can use a chair, you can use all sorts of things. But on this one, what I'm focusing on, I've got a lot of catchers that will throw from behind them and then snap and stay tall with their chest, and they never do get through, and those are the ones that have their shoulder problems. So what we're wanting to do here is we're going to start again with those shoulder blades squeezed. I'm going to let this front side, my steering wheel, lead my elbow over this tee, and I get my babies to pretend like first they're knocking on a door. So I want to leave my knocking knuckles cocked back. I'm going to reach in front, I'm going to knock on a door in front and finish. So now we're getting everything working towards our target. Now you can throw. I'm not going to in here obviously, but you can start squeezed, reach in front, throw. Start squeezed, reach in front, throw. Looking forward, you're going to see my glove tucked nice and smooth to me, and everything's being led forward towards my target. Okay, the third one that we're going to do is our right leg in front. Now obviously if they're left-handed, it would be reversed, left leg in front. But I'm going to put my right foot in front. My left foot is going to be open the way I'm facing. My right foot's going to be pointed towards my target. This is a hip drill. We're going to turn all the way. My back foot turns when this happens to get my shoulders squared towards my target. So right now my feet are lined up, and it's going to feel really weird for them, but I'm feeling my front hip now lead me in that pull, generating torque to help me throw. So just like hitting, when I hit and separate my front side, I still want to feel that when I throw. So right now, they're going to lead with that front hip, still using my front side, reaching in front, and I'll be throwing straight in front of me. So you'll see that action. It's weird. They'll start to feel what they need to feel across their core. Now going into their footwork, a flamingo drill. Now, obviously, I don't want them to get to where they stop in parts when they throw, but when they're young, they don't understand that we're not getting really big and coming out here and throwing. So to be able to shorten that up a little bit, our first step should be short, second step should be long. I get them to go in a flamingo drill. And what we're going to do is we're going to come together to the center to turn. I'll do it this way. We're going to come together in the center to turn, freeze in a flamingo. Now I'll separate out, now I'll throw. So it's in 3 parts, but I'm getting them to do their footwork. So as I turn into that flamingo, my weight's going into my left side. You'll see my front side turn in together. Turn, grab the ball. Now when I separate out, my glove's going with me. When my glove is set, my foot is set. Now I'm going to be pulling and throwing. So getting them to feel, to be able to turn, now I'm striding out, now I'm pulling and throwing. Now obviously when you do your footwork, you can be moving towards your target a little bit, but I got a lot of young and old ones that think the more ground I gain towards second base, the better. And what it does is it's slowing their pop time down. It's making them hold the ball longer before they release. They feel stronger, but they're slower. The last one is just a 2-hop drill. I like to work on this for when it is time to drive out of that backside to generate some force. They'll start up in that flamingo. They're gonna go 1, 2, stride out. As soon as they land, my hips are going, my front side pulls into that throw. So again, up, and everything's nice and tall up here. We're gonna squeeze those shoulder blades when we step, but 1, 2, stride out, pull throw. I hope these drills help for your catcher's throwing. They really help mine to be able to clean up and learn how to use our body biomechanically from the ground up. So good luck with that.